Today's episode is brought to you by the U.S. Army.
Hello, welcome to Honest Trailer Commentaries, the show where we talk about the show that you hopefully just watched, which in this case is the honest trailer for Avengers Infinity War.
That's the one.
Yeah. I'm Spencer J. Gilbert. At my side, Joe Starr, Dan Merle, who's going to hit you with the Honest Trailer Commentaries theme song. Hit it, Dan!
Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Honest.
Perfect.
It might have been McDonald's.
Yeah, different sponsor, Dan. It's totally different. So yeah, if you stick around to the end, I think we have some deleted scenes and stuff. Maybe not. This actually is a temp cut of the honest trailer that we'll be talking about today.
We're not done.
True fact, we actually pre-tape these. So the version you see tomorrow, which in this case is today, might be from yesterday.
Which is, in case, today for us. Now.
Which now.
Yeah.
Happening right now. Guys, this was quite a movie. In fact, we say that there's a lot of movie, and I stand by that.
Yep.
I stand by what we said. There's a lot of movie.
This is so much.
It is the most movie.
This was really hard because I think the Russos do take in mind, I think, fan response, and they take in mind like nitpicky plot hole things. Like they famously said, they wanted honest trailer proof Captain America: Civil War. And I feel like they kind of did the same for this one. This is pretty.
This is a tough one.
Pretty tough one.
Hard to do good movies.
There's just so much crap going on.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
It holds together more or less pretty well.
Yeah. If you're a fan of the MCU, it works, and if you're not, then you don't know what the hell is going on. But also, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Thinking that you can jump right in.
It's strange because this isn't a movie in the sense that it has a start and a middle and a finish, but it is like the all-time greatest season finale of a TV show of all time.
Yeah. This is the Battle of Blackwater.
Yeah.
Episode of Game of Thrones.
But what are you doing if this is your first Marvel movie? It's not fair to judge it on that.
It's like going to see Lord of the Rings: Return of the King and being like, I didn't understand.
There were plenty of people that did.
Aragorn. Yeah, I don't understand this. So, yeah, I think that this retroactively makes me dislike Ultron even more because it's like, oh, you can balance all of this crap and all this crap going on and do a good villain and whatever. I mean, it's also got like 30 minutes on any other Marvel movie. It's pretty long.
Crazily long.
The viewing for the honest trailer, I came out liking this. The first time I saw it, I don't even think I had an opinion. I just felt tired. There were things that I really liked, then I went to bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, second time around.
Because you've been serviced so hard.
Yeah, so much service.
You've been given so much servicing that you just had to eat a sandwich and take a nap.
My favorite is I went home, I saw this, I was away the week that Infinity War came out, which is great timing for both a critic and someone who works for ScreenJunkies. Yeah. And I will never forget the credits roll, the lights come back on, and this lovely gentleman, because this was in Arkansas, like stands up and looks at the crowd and just says, "Who else is pissed?"
Granted, he says that after every movie.
Sure, he makes it after every movie.
Who else is pissed?
Who else is pissed?
Annihilation. Who else is pissed?
He was not happy to see so many heroes go, but they'll be back.
They'll be back.
They'll be back.
We all know for plot and meta reasons that they'll be back.
Except for Drax. Maybe.
Oh yeah, you got caught in the quantum dust.
No, they're gonna be like, oh, he used a body image shifter and Thanos threw him off the cliff. Gamora's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say his quantum's got entangled, and now he's Chris Jericho, like some other wrestler. Or something.
He just looks mildly different.
Yeah.
Or shot off camera.
Yes.
So I think, long story short, this was actually a really tough one to write, just because there's so much to take on. It's like, where do you even begin? Because this is movie number 19.
It is,
and this one really, this isn't no Doctor Strange. Like, you have to be thinking of all the other movies before this one, before you can watch this one. So I liked it, but I didn't really know what to do with it. And I think that goes for everyone at this table. That said, let's watch the honest trailer.
Yes.
And at the end, I'll give you my one nitpick that didn't make it in. That
Oh.
proves that they didn't honest trailer proof this movie.
Teaser.
The following trailer is rated S for spoilers.
If you haven't seen this yet.
That's so dumb that we put a spoiler alert for this one.
Yeah, but if you don't, people yell.
Those people...
Stop yelling.
Thanos of Hollywood, comes what could be the best movie Marvel's ever made, but without a doubt is the most movie
I think it's
Marvel's
certainly
ever
the
made.
most impressive achievement so far.
Yes. All of this is in one movie.
It'll definitely win the popular Oscar.
There's just so much movie
I don't
in
know.
this movie. Look at all that movie. Avengers: Infinity War. Journey into a new era of the MCU, where after 10 years of having to streamline their plot so normies would know what's happening,
That's the first appearance of the
gotten
word
so
normies
big,
in an
they'll
Australia.
drop you right into episode
big.
19, part 1 of 2, without wasting a second on who anyone is or why you should care. Because let's face it, you're either on this hype train by now, or the Winter Soldier using Rocket Raccoon as a sidearm won't mean shit to
awesome.
you.
Yeah.
Don't you see? They're both cyborgs rebelling against their destructive programming to do good. Dad, why aren't you listening to me?
It is pause. Do you guys have people in your life, parents, significant others, etc., who just have no interest whatsoever in Marvel or comic book movies, and you try to tell them like, no, this one's good.
This is gonna be fun.
I mean, my grandmother, I'm sure, has next to no, but it's also, I don't chat her up about like Drax.
Yeah.
I generally ask like, how's dinner? Good. You know, my mom loves it because we used to collect comics and cards when I was a kid. She would drive me around all the places, so she knows who most of the people are. And she loved, like, I called her there. She's like, I'm watching Logan. I'm like, okay,
That's awesome.
cool.
Mom's watching Logan again.
My favorite form of this was my niece and nephew really wanted to watch the Guardians movie with the holiday heroes, and Alec Baldwin's a German Santa, and Chris
Winter
Pine is
Guardians.
Jack Frost and all that.
What?
You ever seen that?
Legend of the Guardians.
Legend of the Guardians.
Yeah.
It's all
The
the
Owls of Ga'Hoole?
Nope, different Guardians. Yeah, it's like Santa and
All of the mythical.
Sandman and all of them. They have to fight the Boogeyman. And it's a cute movie, actually. But my niece and nephew really wanted to watch it. And just watching my dad sit in the back and roast it while watching my niece and nephew like, no, it's the Sandman, and this is what he does, and you don't understand.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Well, it's tough for this one. I tried to talk my wife into watching the ones that I think are good, and this one didn't have my go-to crutch, which is Paul Rudd's in it. That's usually like, okay, fine, I'll watch this one, but couldn't get around Infinity War. But
Three Chris's.
Three Chris's does not
Chris's,
a Paul
no Paul.
Rudd make.
That's true. Yeah. If you're a Paul Rudd person,
Not in our household.
Three Chris's is probably not going to.
When are they going to make the ultimate draft move and get Pine?
Ooh, yeah, because he's in. They
All four Chris's,
retained
man.
it. The team DC retained his rights by keeping him in Wonder Woman 2.
Yeah.
which is
Marvel's
probably
Marvel's gonna make him Adam Warlock or something.
They're going to dig him up in the ice. Underneath, underneath Captain America.
There's another layer of ice. Hand me my pick. Nick Fury. What the? Yeah. All right. I'll look forward to that. Keep going.
Dad, why aren't you listening to me?
Are you yawning?
All your favorite heroes are here, like Tony Stark, the scientist who finds out magic exists and takes it in stride,
He came here to steal a necklace from a wizard.
but literally can't even when another quippy guy with a goatee shows up.
Goatee
What is your
battle.
job
Yeah.
exactly besides
Goat off.
balloon animals?
Star-Lord, whose entire first movie was completely undone,
We'd like to express our profound gratitude for your
Remember the
help
dance
in
off?
saving Xandar.
Decimated Xandar.
and takes it in stride, but literally
That's
can't
literally
even
his only
when
reaction.
another
Like,
buff
oh
guy with
no,
blonde hair shows up.
to copy me. He's trying to copy me.
Captain America, who heroically accepts his reduced role as guy who
He'll
knows
have a
guy.
bigger role in the next one, right?
Yeah.
When he dies. Spoiler alert.
Who could find Vision then? Probably Steve Rogers.
Black Panther,
got a
whose
good
lack of
Rolodex.
screen time
Yeah.
proves no one knew how big of a deal he'd be.
I think the Russos confirmed this in
And
the commentary.
Spider-Man, the boy
see
who'd
that,
rather
yeah.
hitch a ride into space and die than stay home and be in Venom.
Burn.
In the wind.
Give me both, kid. But they're not alone, because all these other characters are also back, like Bruce Banner, a man in desperate need of a Phase 3 recap video.
Tony, you lost another Superbot?
He's a metaphor for
There's an
erectile
Ant-Man
dysfunction in this
and a
movie,
Spider-Man?
right?
Yes. Yes. 100%.
Like a band? Like the Beatles?
Scarlet Witch, the X-Man who's completed her Halle Berry arc of losing her weird
Yeah.
accent as
I
the
forgot
movies
how
go
bad this
on.
was.
Everybody's afraid of something.
Well, there are people who expect
And you'll love the chocolate and marshmallow cereal.
Very quickly pause. I heard the party line when this came out was that like, well, she was in hiding. So of course she would alter the way that she spoke.
Sure.
Like, I don't buy it. I think,
Sure.
You know, that was like part of her disguise.
When she was alone with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Keep up the act.
I think it's more like a reverse. An American goes to London for 3 weeks and comes back calling everyone governor and calling Trunks boots.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
But weren't they hiding out in like Brussels?
These are my mates.
Where were they?
Scotland.
Scotland. Oh, okay.
Scotland.
Well, no, I think
she'd maybe be like, "Hey, Vision, come here. I've got a surprise for you."
No, I think it's she was in Romania or whatever forever, and then lived in America for 3 weeks, and now she's like, "Hey, y'all guys want to watch Taylor Swift with me?"
It's not Romania. It's Sokovia.
Oh,
it's a
sorry.
very real country made up in my brain.
Yes.
Sorry. Accords.
Yeah.
That whole country was destroyed.
Accords.
It's very insensitive of me.
Keep going.
He's afraid of something.
Blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Gamora, the emotional center
She's
of the
Olsen.
whole story, and the best.
She sounds like Leslie Nielsen's
See that
Dracula.
one coming. Loki, slightly more dead than the last 2 times. The rest of the
maybe.
Guardians pre-James Gunn petition.
You hear
Those were
the
simpler
theory that
times
Loki
a few weeks
is
ago.
Bruce
And
Banner?
Bucky,
That's why he can't
the
transform.
one-armed artisanal goat cheese farmer. But they're not alone either, because holy
He
crap,
switched
there are
places with him.
so many people
Done
in
it
this
before?
movie, like Rhodey, Okoye,
A waste of
Mantis,
Carrie Coon
Vision,
in that
Falcon,
shot.
Wong, Shuri, M'Baku, Red Skull, Nick Fury. Oh hey, where you been?
This is Game of
Thunderbolt
Thrones
Ross?
level.
Again?
It is.
Sprawling cast.
Marissa Hall, right? Is that her name?
We
That
know her
bird.
name's Maria.
Hey, last phase 1 girlfriend standing. Good for you. Nedry and Hawkeye's name.
Where's Clint?
Wow, the only heroes missing are the ones on all those Netflix shows Kevin Feige hates. Next time, Iron Fist. Next time.
Pause. That would have been a great way to reinvigorate the Netflix shows by having them all disintegrate. So just wipe this way.
Show them all
Cycling.
disintegrating.
Yeah, and then be like, there's been so many opportunities to do just a cutaway to one of them.
I thought maybe when the thing was coming down and everyone's running in the streets and they're staring down the Earth is closed and Squidward and they're flying around. Maybe, just maybe, there might be one. No,
it's a little. It's got to be an FU. Like their absence is very conspicuous.
Keep waiting for Daisy and May or Coulson to just run by real quick and just be like, "Hey,
at least the ABC ones." But I don't know. I thought like with Ultron, with like the Accords, there was just going to be a montage of them like trying to get them to sign the Accords and like "fuck you" or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, never.
Nope.
They don't exist.
Nope.
They're different multiverse. Maybe that'll be a thing when they Ant-Man or Doctor Strange or whatever is phasing through the alternate universes, and he's like in Netflix. And he's like, "Oh God, no, get me out of here!"
There's just so much blood and bones breaking.
Why is everyone so dour?
Why is this guy doing kung fu and flip flops?
These are really stretching on way too long. These plot lines. Why are we in the courtroom all the time?
13 episodes.
Good Lord,
could have done it in 8 easily.
Oh, we're writing the quick
8 episodes.
Takes the time stone and just shrinks Jessica Jones season 2 by 3 episodes.
Forward to 8 episodes. Cut out the subplot.
Skip intro.
Every time Danny Rand throws a kick, they just use the reality stone and it just like accordions out.
Yeah, immediately. Anyways, let's keep going.
On all those Netflix shows Kevin Feige hates. Next time, Iron Fist. Next time. Or not. For all the characters crammed into this thing, thrill as it centers around a buff bald guy trying to grow his rock collection.
They're minerals. Jesus, Maria.
No, Thanos. He's been looking for the Infinity Stone so long.
Happy
he's
10th
changed
anniversary
color
of
twice. And after he vowed in Age of Ultron to do it himself,
I'll do it myself.
he waited like 7 whole movies, including 2 that took place in space, and then boldly sent more of his kids to do it for him. You, sir, are a really bad stepfather, but dang, what a great daddy. Oh, yeah.
I was not familiar with this idea that the internet was.
I want to thank you both for just believing
in me
when I said this was
for believing in you.
Sometimes people make dubious claims.
So what was the weird reaction when you're like, why does Joe's draft have all this stuff about how sexy Thanos
we cut
is?
that way down to
Oh, we cut it way down. That was like most of the section.
There was like drool on the script. You had to like wipe it clean.
That's like the most interesting thing about Thanos to me is that everyone wanted to have sex with him.
I was completely unaware of this, but it literally took 30 seconds of research for me to go, you're right. I rescind my negativity and my doubt. You are correct.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
It was really because you were like, I don't know how to wrap up the Thanos section, and I was like, we could always put something back in about how he's hot.
That's why I keep you around, Joe, because you got your finger on.
I know what people want to have sex with.
And that's the Joe Star guarantee.
That's the Joe Star promise. Moving on.
Oh, yeah. Watch these movies catch up to one of comics' longest-running traditions, briefly killing people off to goose sales, where with a single snap of the fingers, Disney erased the box office potential of Black Panther,
Thank you.
Spider-Man.
Joe looks up sexy characters. I look up how much money movies make.
Soldier,
what do you do, Spencer?
1/3 of the Avengers.
Oh, nothing.
And if you think these deaths are going to stick
Just
for
make
longer
these
than a
good.
movie, I've got a copy of The Death of Superman to sell you. I mean, it's still in the original bag, mint condition, with the armband, too.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, no one? How about The Death of Tony Stark? Death of Captain America? How about Thor? Nick Fury? Hawkeye? Okay, how about a copy of Infinity Gauntlet where the same thing happens and they all come back just fine?
Cool? Cool. So cool.
Starring... Who throws a moon? Honestly.
So that's a temp.
It's a temp graphic. We're still working on
Beards
it.
of No Nation. He was a one-eyed blonde Thor flying purple people beater.
Nice, Joe.
Under Armour. Dumbo.
He's a dumbo. Well, pause. I do want to talk because everyone's gonna be like, Star-Lord's the dumbest part of this movie. He's so dumb. Why is he so dumb? He is. They're not wrong.
He's grieving.
Well, he's not dumb. He's frustrating, and like being a well-written character doesn't mean that you do the right thing all the time. So look, it was very stupid, insanely stupid. But I maintain that Doctor Strange could have stopped him at any time.
Yes.
Also, he could have portaled. The other plot hole that I found was like, why didn't he portal Thanos' gauntlet off? He could have. We saw
like the other guy lost his arm?
Yeah. It's like setting up. They're like, oh, magicians can do that. But he doesn't because he must have seen in his,
He knows the one way.
He knows the one way, and the one way was for Star-Lord to do that stupid thing.
And I will say, Star-Lord took a lot of crap. It is in character because he literally did the exact same thing in his last movie. He's all entranced and starry-eyed, and Kurt Russell's like, "I killed her," and then he goes, "What?"
It starts
fighting. That's what he does. He's impulsive. He's stupid, but he's emotional.
And I do think that the Doctor Strange point is right on because it's like he saw all the realities, and one of those realities might have been they temporarily win. They cut off his arm, they get the glove, then he comes back with a giant metal arm that makes him even stronger. And he's got an even bigger army, and then it just gets worse.
Or it corrupts Spider-Man or something.
Yeah, they cut off the glove and Spider-Man grabs it, and then, who knows what he would do.
They make a deal with Sony, and Thanos merges with the symbiote.
Yeah, Goku shows up.
Yeah.
They acquire all the IPs in the whole universe, and the screen can't hold them all. And then we Last Action Hero themselves into the real world.
And the only one that can save us is Iron Fist.
Yep.
Oh, I was gonna say Charles Dance from Last Action Hero.
Oh, good.
With his eyes.
Yeah, with his eye.
Yep. Which is an Infinity Stone.
Which is the final Infinity Stone. Confirmed. Oh, if only. Keep going.
Portal Combat! To Wong, thanks for nothing. Signed the Avengers.
That one's for us,
Protecting the sanctum.
Shorty LaForge, a hologram for the King. Teen Titan
That one's
Glow.
also for us. Most of these are for us.
Everyone's favorite underperforming Tom Hanks movie.
Red Dead Redemption. And the Dust Us League.
They're dusty.
Game of Stones.
It's a game of
So,
stones.
we're just gonna give him a pass for pretending this was a standalone movie? Yeah, we are.
Yeah, they
I
did
hear
that
this
head
whole.
fake.
It was Thanos' movie, you guys.
Sure.
Yeah, and then it ends. The final thing you see is Thanos will return.
Yeah.
That's literally the last thing you see on in the film.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, what didn't we show in this trailer? Let's go right into the deleted
let's jump
scenes,
right into
because I think I
outtakes.
don't want to say things that we actually
many.
shot if we have them.
We don't have any.
Oh, cool.
Well, we have some, but maybe we'll fold them into the next trailer. Or
What next trailer?
I don't know. The next time we do this, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll share them at a future
We'll
time.
try to find a way to show you what we cut out of this. Sorry, this is all coming together at the last minute.
Very last minute.
But
It's been a weird week.
Yeah, what do we have? Do you guys remember anything we said and cut?
Oh, my give my nitpick that
give your
proves that they
nitpick.
did not honest trailer proof this, but there's nowhere to put it. There is and if there's an explanation, then I would love to hear the Russo brothers. But they established very clearly in Ant-Man that Avengers HQ is in upstate New York.
Oh, yeah.
The Michael Douglas literally says, like, it's a facility in upstate New York. They established the physical location of the Avengers HQ as upstate New York. And I went back and looked at the side-by-side pictures of the two buildings.
Oh, it's up there. It's like
to prove it was the same place, and it is.
It's like Hudson River Valley. Like there's like nice farms
I cannot
around
wait
there.
until you full on Justin Long from Galaxy Quest one of the Russos about this.
I know. Well, listen, they're multimillionaires. This is the stupidest nitpick in the world. But I'm just saying it's not his trailer proof. But it is in this movie physically shown to be within sight of Manhattan.
Yeah.
You see the skyline of Manhattan because Tony needs to call the armor to get to Spider-Man in time for him to not pass out from lack of oxygen. So Avengers headquarters appears to have moved from upstate New York to within view of Manhattan.
Gotcha! Ha! Ha!
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
we tried to crack a final thing about nerds inheriting the Earth.
Yeah, I think we can end with an outro that we cut because I don't know, it just didn't feel funny. But it's that nerds, we won. You know, we won and we became the bad guys. And this movie is the proof because now we live in a world where where the mainstream, where the entire global populace knows and cares about Thanos and Gamora and Iron Man and Captain America and stuff like this. And now nerds are the ones being like, it's not that cool. No.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Where'd you buy that shirt at Target?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you like Marvel movies?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
It just seemed like a bit of a
like
negative
unmade
thing.
Dark Horse films.
Exactly.
Yeah, I only like Valiant comics. That one with Vin Diesel that's coming up with the big dot on his chest.
Yeah.
That's the only one I watch.
I only like unpublished Ninjak back issues.
Yeah. So I guess the bar's been raised to be a nerd. You now have to hate things that 10 years ago you would.
We got everything we wanted.
Yeah, we got everything we wanted and still managed to be dissatisfied.
So Willy Wonka was wrong. You know what happened to the nerd that got everything he ever wanted?
He opened a Twitter account.
He opened a Twitter account and yelled at the creators of it.
And doxed an actress.
Come with me.
That's a more depressing version of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay, guys, we clearly need to keep working on this trailer. We will hopefully finish it by tomorrow, which is today, which is yesterday, which is
right now.
Technically, it could be months from now. Who knows when you find this? We might all be dead. But next week on this show, we'll have something very special, which is part of why we're in such a crunch this week. But man, if we pull this off, you will say, you did it again. Screen Junkies, you did it.
Or you'll be saying, you did it again.
Or you'll be saying, wow, they really overpromised and underdelivered on trailer commentaries. But that's why you'll tune back in. I hope you come back next week, because we will. Bye-bye.
Today's episode was brought to you by the U.S. Army. Find out more by clicking the link below.